morning everybody, Mike here, welcome back to the channel. So you can see behind me, the shop has been moved. We did that last night, it took like literally 2 minutes in preparation for this. Here you guys go, there. So today, this hopefully will be getting leveled, and then next week a load of gravel is going to show up and we're going to finish it off and then move this back and be done. I wanted it done sooner, but with harvest and stuff, a lot of people are busy, so it is what it is. Got it staked off kinda, right? I went and bought flags, kind of make so we can kind of see what we're doing, make it a little bit safer. So the shop, again, was super easy to do. All it's held down with are these anchors, right? And then it's tied to the pole. Oops, sorry. Like the pole over there, there's an eyelet that goes through, and then it goes through here, and it just ties to those. You tie them down, and they don't go nowhere. So, pretty awesome. But while I wait for the skid steers and stuff to come, we've got to get the Tahoe moved and the Denali moved. So let's fire up the Tahoe. It's been a while. It's like 7 degrees out right now. I apologize too if things look weird. If you can see, I got a different. I got this weird phone case that is what it is. It's bigger. It's like a phone wallet type of thing. So I apologize if the quality is kind of weirder, or if my finger's in the way or something, just because of how I have to hold it. So there, you guys can kind of see better through the dash. So, all right, fire this bad mamma jamma up. 36 pieces of oil pressure. Like, I don't get that. It's I don't know. I have to play with it more, is what I really have to do. But we will once the box is out of the Denali. Speaking of the Denali, while this thing warms up, let's give this thing a cold start. I don't think we've ever done a cold start on this for you guys. It's really dirty. I don't ever keep it this dirty, like ever. So the seat broke again. I had it fixed. So let's go through the paces on this thing. And my gauge is shot, the voltmeter. So what are we sitting at for K right now? 249,827. So we've put a lot of K on this thing since I bought it. So dealing with this thing again, right? But this takes a couple seconds. Heating, waiting. I leave it in here now, so there we go. I keep turning that music down. I don't need to get any copyright strikes. It's a pass. All right. This thing fires up, and it likes to. When it fires up, sometimes it doesn't know if it's in 4-cylinder mode or if it's in V8 mode. It likes to stumble and shake, and sometimes it just be a complete pain in the ass. But then sometimes it likes to fire up and run well. Like, I don't know. But you can see the gauge is stepper motor. That's the only problem. It was working fine. Noticed the transmission was a bit low. I topped the transmission up, and the gauge did that. So it is what it is. 20-year-old truck. Anyways, I'm gonna end this clip now because it's really long, and we'll be back. I think when we pull up the Tahoe. All right, folks. You can see Tahoe's moved, Denali's moved, and the driveway is all clear, and now ready for skid steer to show up and do whatever. So I want to apologize too. I was gonna film me driving the Tahoe, backing it out of the driveway, but I wanted to just do it quick because, well, my luck's never good. And speaking of my luck being that bad, I backed out right in front of an RCMP. I'm not supposed to be driving on the road without my blow box, and the Tahoe doesn't have one in it. So that was fun. What was even more fun was that one of the fake names that I like to use had a warrant. So yeah, it's about an hour later. Had to postpone some stuff, but here we are. We're waiting now. The skid steer should be here right away, and we will get to flattening this all out. So let me flip this around. Get to flattening it all out. Hopefully everything is like all square a bit, so we can get everything nice and level. So stay tuned. This is a big day for the channel. Alright, skid steer's here. He's going to give her some scrapes, and we'll get her done. Level it out. Kind of make it flatter. That's where it was already flat. It was already flat there. Yeah, see? It's over there that it gets to not be flat. So but we'll get her going. We'll be back, folks, in a bit here with some updates. I'm going to let the kids know. So there we are. It's going to be all leveled and even. Awesome! Making lots and lots of progress. So, make it smooth. It's the name of the game here, folks, because you can see the big divot over here that we're going to pull in, because that side was really low. So we have to move from that side to this side a bit. But we're getting there. Like I said, this is a big deal for the shop. Big deal for what we do. So grateful to have neighbors that have the equipment and the time to come and help a guy. So like all this was done with neighbors coming to help me, which was awesome. Like, well, me, my mom, my daughter, and my auntie, but she's in town, so she's a neighbor. And this is a neighbor of mine just from around the corner. So I asked him if he'd be able to do this. But awesome. What do you guys think? How do you think it's gonna look when it's done? Got to haul more dirt if we have to. Next week, the gravel's supposed to be here. So this will give it a week to settle and pack. And then for me, in a couple more days, the tarp, the roof and all that should be here. So we'll have everything to go for that while this is settling. And then next week, the gravel will come and we'll level it all out, let it settle. And then we'll anchor it back down. So we'll move it back in place, anchor it down, and we'll be good to go from there. Make sure everything is square. So, but yeah, hopefully everything here's kind of come nice. It's looking so far. You can tell it's a bit still angled to the north. So, oh, running over the boards, but that's okay. I can get new ones if I have to. Yeah, you can see it's high over here still and low down there, but we'll get out of the bucket, or he'll probably get out soon, take a look, and then continue. But I'm stoked for this, guys. I'm so happy. Flattener smooth. Alright, well, I guess he's done. It doesn't look any real better than it did, aside from it being dirt now. It still looks like there's a fucking big slope, if you guys see, and a big divot right here. So hopefully we'll be able to fix that when the gravel shows up. Otherwise, I'm just gonna say fuck it and probably move. Yeah, fuck it. That's probably what I'll do. If this doesn't work, fuck it. I'm moving somewhere that actually has. I don't have to deal with all this bullshit, right? So it doesn't look bad, but it's still not quite there. And there's some shit that got broke that I gotta fix too. Fun. Oh well, we'll be back. Alrighty. I just spent the last little while using my scooper kind of rake here and just dragging it back and forth and back and forth, and honestly, as I'm going over it, you know, it's actually kind of a lot flatter than it was. It's still got to come back this way some, which not a big deal, but it'll work. Once we get the gravel on, honestly, it'll work. It's 10 times better than it was. If you guys remember, it was just just fucked up over here bad. It's actually smoother now, so we can actually deal with it. Got to flip these guys up and over, and hopefully once I'm done raking and everything, then pack it and then flip them up, and then that way I can create a nice edge, and then we'll just fill in the area with gravel when it comes. And then we'll just put the shop in that area, and we should be like spot on, right? We should be. And then we can level everything from there. We'll have a nice square box. So that's where we're at. It looks deceiving because you can still see it dipped down there, but it's not there. So it's hard to tell you, because it's because how the mound is at the edge there. That mound, right? It makes it look like it's not flat. But honestly, that's way, way better than it was. So I was just stressing out because of the financial aspect of this. Doing this isn't cheap. And I'm paying all of this out of pocket. You know, my landlord's not doing any of that. It's not their shop, not their responsibility. So I'm just glad that I'm able to do this and create, you know, additional parking or a pad for the next tenant that lives here. You know, when I eventually have to move because the guy makes too much money. So it is what it is, unfortunately. I fixed the patio block that was broken. I just dug it out and then dropped it back in and then covered it with dirt, kind of thing, right? It'll work. Doesn't have to be perfect. So we got the edge here, so then I can line the shop right up to it perfectly. So it's a little bit dropped off here where it was chunked, but it'll happen with these bigger jobs, guys. That'll happen. It'll settle. It'll drop, especially with the rain that comes down from here and fucks everything up. So, but other than that, I think we're pretty good to go. I just got to do some measuring after. I'm gonna pull the well, I'm gonna leave these two in, I think, and I'm gonna pull that one because I gotta rake and do stuff over there yet. So, but I think that's the job for this afternoon and a couple of whiskeys. We'll see you guys soon with an update. But what do you think? Way better than it was. And actually now we can put gravel in there and pack her down good and have a nice level playing surface for the shop. I can't wait. I can't wait. Another week. Alright folks, apologize for the wind. Spent the last couple days getting everything kind of figured out here with this. It's been a couple days since the last clip. Also, don't ever give RCMP your fake name. It doesn't end well, and you'll be doing that a few days and weeks and stuff down the line. It's just not worth it. Anyways, apologize for the wind. I got everything measured out, kind of have it level. It's the shop itself. It's 12 foot 10 inches, corner to corner, like post to post. So I measured this at 13 feet from post to post. So that should give me roughly about an inch on either side. got it squared about as much as I can with over here. You can see the shop actually is moved over a bit, just because when we do come in, you know, at an angle, and the shop is usually like to about there, right? So it gives me plenty of room to get in. I moved it over a little bit this way to help with the fall and how shit is over here, which you can see now. I got a nice trench that I've been working on as well, keeping everything packed tight. So what I did is after we were done the last clip there, I left the boards in the wall here for a few days to get everything packed, and then I lifted them up and on here. That way we got a nice row. And here is nice and hard. Like I'll be able to walk through here now, which I couldn't really before. Over here, I'm going to go get some more dirt and I'm going to lift this up. Might put a culvert in there because I can stand on this and lift that up. So, and we want this shop level, so we're gonna do that. I don't know when, but it'll be before they come. That way we can keep this right here wide open for drainage. So that way it's perfectly legal and everything. But there she is, folks. The shop floor, subfloor, is all done and ready. It's pretty much leveled as best we can get it for now until the gravel comes. Everything's all flagged off. So yeah, I think that's a good place to end the video. I have to go get the kids. I just realized I got 3 minutes to go get them. I've been working on this all day. So yeah, next video you see on the shop will either be the new canopy showing up, if you know that ever happens, because our post up here is dicked right now, or the gravel showing up and us spreading and making this a nicer area. But look at that, folks. That's already 10 times better than it was. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Love you. God bless. And if you guys are interested in helping me finance this expensive shit, there's memberships, there's all that kind of goodies. So, because, you know, the monetization does not pay the bills at all. I'll tell you that, guys, right now, does not pay the bills. So, yeah, till next time, guys, take care of yourselves. Love you. God bless.